Hello, everybody. This is C4 Explorer, and I've just infiltrated a looks like some sort of a factory slash office building. I was here yesterday, and I also did a video with Oysterhead yesterday. We went back to a prison that I had explored, and I decided to go ahead and do some more exploring. He had some other commitments that he went ahead and went to. This building here, we had actually tried to get in here a while back ago, him and I, and we were unable to. It looked like it still had power hooked up and everything. We had a pretty easy POE, not necessarily into the building per se, but a way to where to park and stuff. And I decided to go ahead and try it again, and fortunately I was able to find a good POE. I have no idea what's in here. I've seen one motion sensor that I'm not sure. Or no, I'm sorry. One motion sensor that didn't look active. It didn't light up or anything when I moved under it. That was up the entrance over there. I've seen one light on in the back. Well, that's not true. I've seen one light on in the back, like a, quote unquote porch light. Detects watch clock station. Probably for security rounds, I think. If you do rounds. And then whenever I went to the loading, I was walking by the loading docks to get over here. I found like the little stop traffic lights basically that they have for trucks when they're loading and unloading and backing up to the dock. They had those were blinking, like what some of them were saying stop and some were saying go. And then I looked up at one point on the corner of the building in the back was a camera, which I have no idea if it was active or not. This is kind of sketchy for me because obviously, oh wow, I think that might be the name of the company. Yeah, it's kind of sketchy for me because I don't know what to expect in here. Looks like we've reached the main entrance. No firearms. Yeah, let's see. Those look like they might, well, I mean, they're wired, but I don't know if they're wired to anything. I'm not going to open the door. Don't need to test that. That's pretty cool. It's like, I guess, like the main entrance. We're in the office area. If I see any blinking lights, I might just be the F out of here. I got a security mirror. Hi, folks. Yeah. Part of the reason why I didn't come in here yesterday was because, oh wow, that is some cool peely paint. Look at that. In our adventures, I had lost all my batteries. Like, I didn't lose them, but like I didn't have any. My lights went out. I didn't have any way to recharge them, and so I wasn't going to come in here with no lights, of course. Maintenance archives. Neat. That exit sign out there is lit up. One thing that's fortunate is this property, like it's like by a main road, but it's not. Got paneling, QA, archive room. It's by main roads and stuff, but it's like the property itself is big enough that that exit light's lit up. I don't know if I want to go in there. I can't tell if the door is active or not, like actively wired. So I'm not real worried about my light being seen. Honestly, not terribly concerned necessarily about people being in here. I mean, this doesn't look like it's been destroyed or anything. Really big safe. That is cool. Mosler. Wow. Let's see. Not gonna open. Yeah. We had a lot of fun yesterday. Me and Oysterhead. I hadn't seen him in a while. I went ahead and did a video. It'll be out just before this one. And yeah, we just hadn't hung out in a long time. Bathroom with a TV? Probably not, but type 3 water. Definitely the men's restroom. Yeah. Gentlemen and the lovely ladies for cleaning. Oh, wow. Oh, y'all get a mirror? Come on now. That's okay. Us guys don't really want to look at ourselves most of the time. I'm going to find out if the lights work real quick. Hold on. Flip the switch. No power. Okay, good. Kind of good, But yeah, we had a lot of fun because we went to the prison. Okay. Oh, long hallway. Nice. Emergency exit. I'm gonna go this way first. And we decided that obviously, since we were already right there, that we would go to the hospital nearby. And I mean, it was fun, but it was really disappointing because unfortunately, we had explored the place back when it just started blowing up, and it was pretty pristine. There's another match lot station. Another bathroom. Cool. And it's been destroyed. It was actually locked down for a while. I almost got arrested there. Let's see which way did I go? Because they'd had a bunch of security put up and yada yada yada, and they ended up selling the place. So the original owners, which of course would be the Department of Corrections, since it wasn't in their hands anymore, they decided to, the new buyers decided to, my shadow. That's weird. Oh, that's spooky. Isn't that like a shadow figure? Look at that. Can you see that? I can clickbait this. I found a shadow figure. It's just me, folks. Cool. Oh, wait. Am I back where I started? Yeah, I think so. No. Well, kinda. Okay. Okay. Not much in here. Most of this has been gutted. Some cool peely paint. Yeah, the new owners couldn't justify or didn't want to justify having all that additional security, so they literally took everything down. All the signage, all the cameras, everything. So it was basically quote unquote open again. Purell. And after that, that's I guess that's when like the scrappers had already known about it, the bad element, the vandals and stuff like that. They already knew about the site and must have just figured it out. And you know, it's kind of the fault of people like me. You know, I don't call out names or anything, but I mean, if you really want to find a place, you'll find a place, and there are YouTubers that have called the name out of both the prison and the hospital. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, that stuff, it gets so popular, it ends up on Instagram and, you know, TikTok and all that fun stuff. And, ooh, oh, wow, that is powered. We'll come back to that. And then, you know, everybody with a spray can or who wants to steal something, they show up. Oh, cool. Mailbox. Mailroom, probably. Or receiving, whatever. These clocks are cool. So, yeah, we went in there yesterday, and while we had a really fun time, that whole place is powered over there. Wow. I don't know whether to be scared or amazed. A little of both. Yeah. Take or wear your jackets home. Your lab jackets. Okay. Got a locker room. Put on. Oh, what's a big locker room too? That need SPC patches. I wonder what that means. I mean, I'm sure it's something. That's a swanky looking bathroom, y'all. Very modern. We got the trough. Hand dryers. Do not use toilet paper to dry hands. Use hand dryer provided. Because you know they had that one ply toilet paper. You're not going to you're not going to successfully dry your hands with that. We have the females personal hygiene product dispenser. Let's see here. We got stickers. God makes. Noticing that says all things possible. Including, and not to, you know, diminish religion, I mean, but including making sure things are closed on Sundays. It is a Sabbath day. So I can explore and hopefully not get caught. I hate parking on site. I hate it. More than you'll ever know. Okay. Warehouse is down there. But yeah, we went in there and I hear something tapping. Can you guys hear that? There's something in here. What do we got in here? Oh shit. Wait. Trouble. Trouble alarm. Might be a silent alarm. because I could very well be on camera right now. Shit. I probably need to cut this short. The motion sensors aren't blinking. It would not surprise me at all if I just did the stupidest thing I could do and infiltrated a building that very likely has live action, live monitoring or whatever. Oh, were those always on? Let's see if they shut off. This is a security area. Looks like, yeah, probably a main. Shit, okay. We got a panic button. This is really cool. And y'all know I don't clickbait. I don't sit there and try to like make up random, emergencies or, try to, everything's sinister, everything's, it's all got to be drama and stuff. I don't care about that. I would prefer there not be. Bypass. Communications lost with systems master. That could be encouraging. Power on, system trouble. So does that mean they can't see me? Or does it just mean they haven't yet? I'm losing track of my whole conversation. You guys know how I roll. Yeah, we went up to the hospital and it was destroyed. Okay, that one's off, but the light is on. That might be a skylight. Some sort of a light anomaly there. I don't know if that means the light is on or if there's a hole above the light. This is cool. Creepy. I don't think I want to walk in here. I can hear the electricity. You can probably hear the humming. Do not forget to clock in and out. Yeah, it was totally trashed out, and we noticed. Just everything. Like the ceilings were cut out. It was scrapped all to hell. A bunch of the wheelchairs were gone. Although we did find them. It was kind of funny. We showed up and we saw a bunch of them sitting down by the one of the other buildings, and Oysterhead says, "Wow, it looks like they must have had wheelchair races." And of course, I'm like, "Sorry, guys." Of course, I'm like, "Well, I think we know what we have to do." He says, "Yeah, I'm not racing a wheelchair." I'm like, "Okay." Disappointed, but understand. It was funny because we walked into the, wow, yeah, this is all lit up. And there's, oh shit, there's like merchandise in here. I don't want to mess around too much. What's that? How far do we dare to go? I don't see any cameras. Of course, if they wanted you to see them, they would. But they always want you to see them. This floor is so degraded. Training Conference Center. Unoccupied. Jesus. They used to have a defibrillator. But yeah, we walked into that building and there was a squalling scream, like a squeal. Okay. we both look at each other, and of course, I mean, like, we've been exploring for, geez, like 7 years exploring together. And you know how it is. I mean, y'all have your looks and your, like the way you just kind of, the way you interact and react to things. And we both looked at each other, and he goes, "Well, that sounded like a peacock." And it did. It sounded like, if you've ever heard a peacock, it's kind of like a high pitched scream sound. And I said, that'd be cool if we found one in here. And we never did find the peacock, so. And the sound was never actually repeated. That's a bathroom. Jeez. I kind of want to look behind those mirrors and see if there's a camera. There's another one. The lights are on. Some of them the lights are on, and the little red light is, but it doesn't. I don't see anything behind that mirror. Huh. Yeah, I guarantee you they're like maybe using this for storage or something. Maybe it's just an abandoned building that they quit using, but they still kind of use for overflow or surplus or something. Oh, I got a speaker. Okay. And this right here. Press the operate door. I wonder. Okay. I think this might be the back. I hope this is the back of the building. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, there's my car. You see the big tank, and then to the right, over here, is my vehicle. I don't see any sign of reaction. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm good, but it's a lot better than having, 18 squad cars pulled up. SWAT team, helicopter. Clean area, no entrance. Okay. There's some sort of a gauge. Magnelic? I don't know. Can't read it. It's got a smear on it. Another exit. Do not open. That looks so booby trap like. It's probably not, but guess what? We're not going to mess with it. Okay. Let's check out this warehouse. I see forklifts. Any suspended cameras? Don't think so. Jesus. Got some safety signage. Lockout, tag out. First aid. Airway, breathing, and circulation. I learned that on The Office. I also took a first aid class several years ago for a security job that I had. Looks like all these clocks stopped at about 4. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, like just. I think it was done according to the regulations, like how you're supposed to do the class, for like the first aid, or what do you call it, American Red Cross. Wow. Yeah, those are those lights I was telling you about from outside. They look like little traffic lights. Okay. So I'm parked. Okay, I still see my car. Nobody else's car. Or truck or helicopter or dogs with bees in their mouth, and when they bark, bees come out. But yeah, it was only like a 2 hour thing, and you kind of glossed over a lot of stuff, and it seemed like it. And of course, we didn't even have a CPR dummy. Oh, okay, sorry. I had a shadow move over here, freaked me out for a second. Footprint, not mine. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess they kept, even the instructor who was my boss. He said that it used to be like a 4 to 6 hour class, but now they're only doing, um, for the basic requirement, I guess, for the security guards, it only had to be a 2 hour class. Let's see. Another cavernous warehouse space. This place over here is powered. Jeez. Yeah, we had a lot of laughs. We had a lot of fun yesterday. And of course, I hope you all enjoy the video that comes out. Strip curtain door must be closed when air conditioning is in operation. Strip curtain. I can come up with a joke for that. Okay. Mechanical equipment room. That clock. See, that's just after 4. Looks like it has some scorch marks on the top of it. Or just dirt. Oh, wow. There's a blinking red light down there. I was just over there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Some boilers or chillers. Let's see, I wonder. I stick my head out. Still blinking. Okay. Believe it or not, it's a little comforting. Yeah, one of the big anomalies you have to look out for is when something starts blinking or stops. Which is, that's a decent sign that you might have tripped something. Of course, just because something doesn't, start a huge klaxon or whatever, doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't trip anything. Okay. An escape route here if I really need it. You definitely hear power buzzing here. Fire riser closet. I think this is only a 1-story building. All right. Yeah. Pretty much an empty one. There's another building real close to here. Again, I and Oysterhead tried to infiltrate it. And while we were there, this guy shows up and gets out of his car and asks, "Hey, are you guys looking to buy the place?" We're like, "No." He asked us what we were doing, and we told him, and he says, "Yeah, we're trying to find a buyer for this place, and all this kind of thing." And of course, we ended up leaving. We couldn't find a POE or anything. I went there yesterday before I came here, and I found several POEs. No friendly salesman trying to sell us a place. I kind of want to explore it, and I think it would be a little safer than this one. Lift safety. And I don't want to jinx myself and say anything about safety yet. Wait till we get out of here. I'm not even going to do a pick run. I'd like to, I guess. It'd be kind of cool, but Oh dang! I told Oysterhead. Okay, hold on. I think I can. I'm gonna try something that I don't normally do, guys. Wait. I promised him I'd get him some shots if I come up here. I told him, I said, this is kind of your site. I mean, and we don't, some people really do trip on that. They really do say, oh, this is my site. I wanted to show you or something, which I kind of get. But it's like, well, if you share the site and I go to the site, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it doesn't mean that we can't go back. It doesn't mean that, whatever. It's kind of cool to have like that, like, yeah, I found out about this place, let's go hang out or whatever. But yeah, we don't play those games. We just, like, he's always said to me, like, well, this is your site, or that I'm taking him along or something. And I really appreciate it because he's just a nice guy. I mean, that's all there is to it. He is probably the nicest person on the face of the earth. And he gets, of course, like I do it too, you get kind of worried. You're like, oh God, I hope I'm not being rude or something. And it's like, no, we're just both too polite for our own good. So it's cool. Okay. Yeah. We came in here. So I told him yesterday, of course, I was like, well, I'm thinking about going up there and checking these places out. But I mean, it is your site, that we wanted to explore. And he said, dude, do it by all means. He said, do it. You don't know how long those POEs are going to last. He said, if nothing else, I mean, it makes for, if nothing else, it makes it for a nice recon, I mean, if you get in, you can't get in, or you get eaten by a bear or something, I mean, I don't think I'm going to get eaten by a bear, but, but yeah, he said, yeah, you should. And I'm like, well, I might do it. So yeah, obviously I'm here. Oh, this one's at 10 o'clock. Oh, sorry guys. I know the camera's kind of jousty. It usually is with me. I mean, it's really hard to hold it perfectly steady. This is really cool. I really like this. I just came back to the freaking... Okay, now I'm lost. Okay, the cafeteria was over here, right? So... Yeah. Oh, we got a coffee pot. We got some coffee. No offense to my New Yorker or Jersey fans with my terrible fake accent. Although I have been told, honestly, that it's a pretty passable accent. I've always thought it was like New York, but like kind of Brooklynish or whatever. But I've had people say, well, actually, it sounds more like Jersey. So, yeah. Oh wow. Okay. I'll take a picture here. All right, folks. I think I have pushed my luck just about too far. So I think it's time to GTFO. And of course, we're right near our POE here. Where was the safe? I want to see the safe again. Oh, yeah, that's one thing. I just heard the sound, that like kind of rustling sound. Can you hear that? This place, I don't know if is it called thermopane glass? Like that kind that's really reflective. You look into it and you just see your face and everything behind you from the outside. Yeah. I'm doing this again. I'm gonna get a picture of, if I can. Nope. Shit. I'm just confusing myself, folks. I'm sorry. When alarm sounds, vacate. Vacate. GTFO. Okay, I think this is where the safe was, right? Yeah. Yeah, I want to get. Oh, we just walked through here. Okay. Yeah, I got a picture of the safe. Okay, sorry guys. All right. I would go find where those alarms were that we saw, the trouble alarm and everything, but I guess I have it in the video. I guess I can screenshot it and send it to the head of the oyster. Which, by the way, anybody who's wondering, yes, I do know his real name. And we generally call each other. I think he usually calls me by my real name, but a lot of times he'll say C4 Explorer. And I've always called him Oysterhead. On the video, it's just out of discretion. You know, you don't want to. Oh, we already looked down the hallway. You know, you don't want to call out the guy's name if he doesn't want to, have his name out there or whatever. And I'm pretty sure he probably wouldn't mind one way or the other. But yeah. Oh yeah. No, the reason he's called that, he's originally from the Northeast, and I don't know if there's. I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of significance that I've either forgotten or I don't know. But that's his screen name. When I first met him, or talked to him on the internet, and then eventually met him. That's his. That's his little. What do you call it? Not avatar, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. Okay, made it here. I'm getting out of here. So, yep, that's the story of Oysterhead. All right, folks. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I really hope y'all enjoyed this. And I hope I can enjoy my freedom here once I GTFO. I'm going to try to keep having more content coming out. I want to thank y'all for watching. I appreciate your likes, your subscriptions, your comments. You share this with a friend. Every so often I run into a fan. I work with a couple people that really seem to enjoy the channel. And you don't comment very often, so comment. You don't have to comment. So I'll keep trying to bring you the good stuff. And y'all be safe out there. Y'all take care. Enjoy this warmer weather. It's spring now. By the time this comes out, it might be near summer. So, all right, folks, this is C4 Explorer, abandoned in an abandoned, I guess, like a warehouse office building with active power and trouble alarm going off. So, I'll see y'all next time. Have a great day, and goodbye.